Tendremos ahora la voz del poeta David McKirdy. David McKirdy nació en Escocia en 1956, pero se crió y se educó en Hong Kong, donde es uno de los más reconocidos poetas hoy en día. Fundador del Festival Literario Internacional de Hong Kong, presentó el programa de poesía y narrativa City Poetry entre 2001 y 2006 como parte del programa Poesía en Vivo. Ha leído su poesía y ha dictado talleres literarios en numerosas escuelas. También ha sido profesor de inglés y ha leído su obra en el 2004 en China, Singapur, Estados Unidos y Egipto. También editor, McKirdy ha sido el encargado de la sección de poesía para Chameleon Press en la mayor parte de su libro Accidental Occidental. McKirdy toca lo personal en lugar de lo político, la añoranza de los amigos fallecidos, su obsesión por las motocicletas, pero lo que más destaca es la evaluación crítica del poeta del legado colonial en Hong Kong.
Outward bound, Hannibal crossed the Alps for conquest and glory. We, adventurers of a different stripe, crossed the sea, destination Hong Kong, on the P&O liner SS Carthage, built by fellow Scots, launched on our own River Clyde. Up the gangway hand in hand we boarded, working class folk with bootstrap aspirations, the cabins, second class, the apartheid of imperial caste. No posh travel for us, but so-so, starboard out, staying out. Unlike that great general, never coming home to disappointment and betrayal. As we wave goodbye, streamers sever our links, leaving monochrome memories and the 1950s in our wake. Through Port Said, Suez, Aden and beyond. Black and white Britain, displaced, obscured, forgotten by senses, now shaken by shocking, pungent grating, colours, odours and sounds. Familiarity growing as we travel ever eastward, warm and wet like a return to the womb. Perhaps I'll linger here a while.
This first poem is called Ancestral Worship, and it narrates the story of when I was very ill a number of years ago and ended up in a public ward in a hospital in Hong Kong. I was the only foreigner in a ward of 20 men. The orderly came in the morning to deliver the food and took one look at me and said, "Oh shit, what are we going to give this troublesome foreigner to eat?" I said, "Don't worry, I eat rice." He responded, "Wow, it speaks." I said, "Of course I speak. I'm from Hong Kong." The next day, I was given a blood transfusion. In Hong Kong, 98% of the people are Chinese. So if you get a blood transfusion, you get Chinese blood. The next day, he came with the food again. I said, "Hey guy, I got Chinese blood. Now I really am a Hong Konger." Ancestral worship. I've got the blood of China in my veins, not through father, mother, or distant forebears, but passed on from another's ancient line. 7 pints passed through the eye of a needle, the anonymous gift of life for a bastard son, a white ghost. I feel different as I look at life through my wider, less jaundiced eyes. We Chinese treasure our traditions, but whose ancestors should I worship now, mine or his? Maybe I'll just give thanks, pay homage to an eternal mother and the universal father. I'm privileged to live in the National Park in Hong Kong in a fishing village. The fishing village is inhabited by ethnic minorities called Hakka. They're wandering fishing and farming people who came to the area about 400 years ago. I used to be the only foreigner in the village, but unfortunately, some others found out about the secret. This next poem is about neo-colonialism in a Chinese fishing village. Bamboozled. The bamboo grove outside my bedroom clicks and clacks, a living, breathing wind chime that whistles and whispers the secrets of lives governed by seasons, unchanged for generations. Hakka wanderers brought by the wind came here, seduced to stay by the sheltered cove, sweet fresh water and these same soporific sounds. I was the first foreigner for years. Now we outnumber the villagers and vote for each other at election time. Neo-colonialists seeking to civilize, educate, stop the building, stop the fishing, improve the marine ecology. I voted for Mr. Yeung Tien San, a Hakka elder, a realist who values tradition. He was elected with a majority of 1. Sometimes I feel the wind brought me here.
Ama. Nanny, auntie, sister, servant, a simple woman in black and white, not young, no threat, a mouth full of gold, a gilt-edged hedge against famine, war, and pestilence. Poor and illiterate, ideal for scrubbing, but entrusted with a stranger's child, a necessity or a convenience for those too busy, too ill, too worldly, trusting eternal motherly love of any woman for any child, leaving her own family deprived of appropriate maternal attention. Myths of hungry ghosts, one-armed swordsmen, culinary treats, and Chinese opera, we absorb, acquire, adopt an alien culture and another mother tongue. These bonds can never be broken. Love is thicker than blood. Ame, Ama, Mama. 50 years on, the shadow of your presence remains as the wax from the candle I light for you rolls down like tears.